Thank you for hosting us in this room, and thank you for availing your time to meet with me this morning. I'm here just to meet each one of you and to share some of the changes that we are trying to bring about in terms of how Public Rental Board is operating. It should not have a major impact on the tenants, but we're trying to make things better. As you know, this particular place was built in 1977? Yeah. In 1977. It's a very old rental estate, very old. And when I walked in, we drove in, it's a very nice setting. It looks very nice, the way the whole arrangement is. But we also know that this is a place where there are a lot of issues in relation to drugs, drinks, and other crime-related matters. Are you aware of that? You are. Now, definitely when we decide to give a flat, the last thing we want is the flats to be used for drug dealing. We have had issues also in Suva, in mid-road flats, where people were involved in drug dealing. And we don't want such tenants in these premises, because other tenants are affected. They don't feel safe anymore, and they have been lodging their complaint with Public Rental Board. Now, to deal with this issue, we all have to work together, because the last thing we want is to make some of these flats into a crime hub. That is not our intention. Our intention is to provide you with safe home, safe place to live. But unfortunately, there are tenants who don't think that way. So we need to tidy up, work on our policies, and in such cases, we have to evict people from such flats. This morning, I want to tell you that we are reviewing the tenancy agreement, and I think a lot of work has happened in that area. We are reviewing the tenancy agreement, which was not done for quite some time. We want to be absolutely clear on rights and responsibilities of tenants and rights and responsibilities of Public Rental Board, what they must do and what you must do, so that it's clear to both the parties that if you are a tenant, this is what you need to do as per the rule. And if, of course not if, Public Rental Board is the landlord, then what are they supposed to do for you? So the rules are clear. That's what we want. We have found that there are some families who don't even qualify to stay in the flat because their income threshold is higher than the amount stipulated, but they are occupying flats. So we are reviewing the income of each tenant. And how we're reviewing it, the review has to be done by taking into consideration the household income. We are looking at the household income, how much a family earns. And based on that, the flats will be given to the tenants. So far, we have we have given eviction notice to 112 tenants. These tenants, they do not qualify to live in the flats because their household income is much higher. And out of these 112 eviction notices that we have given, around 30 have already moved out because they understand they don't qualify. So they have moved out. So we want to be fair to everybody. I know there are some tenants who have been living in these flats for last 30, 40 years. These flats should not be treated as a, your permanent home. That's, the flats are given to you on a subsidized rate, which simply means that you live in the flat, you try and save money. Housing authority should be able to give you a piece of land and you're supposed to move out. Then the next set of people come in. That is the whole idea. This is the transition that we want. And we're going to work on this transition. You may be wondering, okay, all very nice, you give us the land, but I don't have money to build. Again, we have got some government grants that we've been giving out to all first home owners. If you have never owned a home and this is the first time you're going to own a home, so we give assistance. 15,000 is if you're building a home and 10,000 is if you're buying a home. And similar assistance is also provided in a village. If you want to go back to your village and build a home there, we can assist you. Or if you want to go out in the rural areas, which may not be your village, but it's a rural area, we can again assist you with grants. So there are a number of provisions within Ministry of Housing where you can be assisted in owning a home. And that is our ultimate goal. Our ultimate goal is to provide homes to low-income, to middle-income families. And that's what we want to do.